I've got the computer here to show Paul, to refresh your memory. Do you remember getting that? I can't remember even getting that.
Hi, welcome back to M's Den. We're Paul and Marie, and today we're going to have a bit of a chat and a bit of a sales update.
Yeah.
Really, of what's sort of gone recently, haven't we?
Yeah, we tried to do a monthly sales update just to sort of show you the things that have sold that we've shown sort of in the video. And this, we always try to have a different angle each month, change it up a bit, don't we, hon?
We do, yeah.
This month we are going for types of things. I've broken it down into types of things.
Types of things.
So we're going to talk about what types of things have sold and then show you perhaps one or two items from each category,
yeah,
really.
we won't show you everything. We'll just show you some random pictures of what...
we can tell you what's sold.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
But just show you a few pictures just to give you an idea. And we're also going to read out what our title says for the things that have sold.
Yes.
Just in case you're interested on how we phrase it, how we lay it out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start, hun, with dun dun dun. Oh, it's the knitting patterns, hun. Those knitting patterns are haunting us every month.
Oh, God.
But this is the amount we've sold, hun, in one month. So this is for all of these sales are for January.
So all of January?
Yep.
It's just you revealing it?
No, I was pointing it so you could do it. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. 19 sets of knitting patterns. Wow.
Yes.
That's good.
Now, just to let you know that we bundle them up, they are sets of 16. I've written down just to jog my memory there, hun. Yeah. You're going to put a picture up.
Yes, I'll put
showing how we lay them out. That was the hardest part of it, hun, was laying them out on the floor like that.
We had. Do we give them a brief number of how many we had?
I can't remember how many we had.
6,000 or something.
Oh, it was, yeah. It was quite a lot.
It was a lot of knitting patterns we sorted out last October.
It was October time, yeah, they're right.
And
very horrible.
Yeah, so we did these sets of sets of 16, and they seem to be selling.
Yes, individually. And when I say individually, I mean a set of 16.
Yeah,
they are selling between £10.19p and full price, which is £14.99.
Yeah.
But it's also worth noting that in the month, 3 of them sold for full price at £14.99. 3 of them went as a bundle to one person for $34.37, and we sold a bundle of 2 lots for $22.48, hun. So even though it was horrific at the time, it was sort of worth doing, as they would have just been under our table still otherwise, wouldn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, it was a lot of hard work, but it's now turning into money, which cheers us up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it always cheers us up.
So that links on to another item that we had in our backlog for ages and ages.
Another backlog item is, you'll probably remember from the videos, I think we do 1 or 2 videos.
I think we did a couple of videos. Boxed and unboxed.
Yes, it's all switches, sockets, and all that. It was a little bit of the RA, wasn't it? The retail arbitrage, wasn't it? And so we had some new ones. We sold switches. We sold 7 lots. Sorry, that's overall, isn't it?
That's in January, yeah.
Yeah.
And these are all your prices there if you want to read them out.
Right, so I'll read them out. Okay, so some of these may have been like a twin pack or something like that, but this is per listing that we got. So the 7 items sold for £12, $22.99, £10.49, £13.99, £18.99, £10.39 and £11.96.
And it's sort of worth pointing out, hun, that you picked these up in a B&Q, didn't you, for £1 a piece?
They were
some were 50p, I think.
Some were 50p, yeah. They were having a massive clear out. Yeah. So we were there at the right time, and they had loads of them. So we did we bought a lot.
I think the 50p ones we didn't have boxes, so we were put them together.
No, they were in like bags, and then
pairs.
the pound ones were boxes. But no, they've been going quite well.
And the reason we're highlighting switches and showing you this is because this is the key one to look out for. If you're in B&Q and you want to know which one will earn you the most money, it's that one, hun.
Was it a Gold Effect double dimmer switch?
So I think they call that brass, don't they? I think.
So that's $22.99.
Yes.
For that one.
That was a boxed one.
Yeah. So we would have picked that up for £1. So I'm not saying that B&Q will have those deals now. It is a case of, if you're in a big shop like that, have a quick look at their clearance section, because they, sometimes there are some fantastic deals. But yeah.
So I'm moving on, Hunter. One of my favourite subjects and what I'm generally known for is bamboo/wicker. Perhaps we should just do this bit now, Hun. We're going to just give Keith a shout out because he says we've not been having enough coffee in our videos.
Yeah.
Many thanks, Keith. Keith from Pitco or Prosser. I'm going to say Prosser. I think Chris calls him Prosser, but I think it's Prosser. in was it Prosser?
Independent
Trading Company.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, something like that.
Anyway, thank you, Keith, encouraging us to have more coffee. That's lovely.
We do like more coffee.
So back to my bamboo/wicker.
Yeah.
Now, 6 items have sold in January. So we've sold a rectangular serving tray for $11.96. We've sold a wicker basket, an oval one, for £20. We've sold a rattan serving basket for £10 and 7p. We've sold a wicker and woven straw waste paper bin for £13.29. And now the two we're going to highlight. So this that's just being popped up now, Hun, is the Basil Kids Wicker Basket that I picked up for 50p at the boot sale. You will see this lovely pink flower arrangement on it. That is something that the company also sells separately, but I was lucky that it was already on there.
Yeah.
It's like a lift-off kids bike basket.
Yeah.
And we sold it for $22.99. So that's not bad, Hun, is it?
It's great for 50p.
And it was ever so tiny, so you quite like packing that.
I did like packing that one.
And then we're moving on to something that I can't resist, and that is a bamboo rattan magazine rack. Now, we bought this for £4 and it sold for $29.99. Yes, Hun, $29.99. Woo, full price.
Yes, full price.
And it's funny because this sold just at the end, the very end of January. And that one sale in that category then generated a couple in early February. We've sold 3 magazine racks in a week. Haven't we?
Yeah.
We have.
We have. That's right.
Because we were like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And that is, when we were out on the Saturday that's just gone, we bought a magazine rack that I've been looking at for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, hoping they were going to reduce it a little bit.
It was £6. I don't want to pay £6. I want to pay £5. But it was £6, and I've turned it down every week. I look. Oh no, it's still £6. This week I bottled it and bought it for £6 because we'd sold 3 magazine racks in a week, and I thought, I don't want to miss the boat.
Don't want to lose out.
Not over £1. So we bought it. So that will show up in a future video.
Yes.
So anyway, I've waffled on enough about why everyone should be buying bamboo and wicker. So we're moving on, Hun.
Brass items.
Brass.
Yeah, we started doing that sort of thing, haven't we?
We have. Being brave.
Did you?
Brave with brass.
These descriptions.
Oh, I'm meant to be reading out the descriptions. You're right, Hun. You're right.
I just thought it's probably best to do it on each section.
Yes, sure.
So if you just do the first
I'm going to blame Keith and the coffee.
Keith's coffee, yeah.
So let's just recap. Thank you, Hum. So on the knitting patterns, we thought we'd read out the title in case you're wondering if you've got things that aren't selling and why they're selling and mine not selling.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're good at doing this sort of thing, but all we're going to do is show you how we word it. So this is the title of each listing. So the knitting patterns will just purely say knitting pattern bundles times 16 dash vintage Jaeger and Yarrow mixed men's and ladies. So that was obviously from one particular one.
Yes, one.
But the first section, knitting patterns bundled times 16, that's how we laid all of them out. And we just copy and pasted.
Yeah. And then,
with regard to the switches, we just put screwed flat plate double dimmer switch 2-way 250 watt polished brass. Went a bit Sean Connery then. Dash new in box, and that's how we phrased that one.
Well, that's one particular switch.
Double dimmer.
So you would change it, to whatever it is.
And the wicker basket was pretty much as I read out. It's Basil wicker basket, child's lift-off bike basket with attached flowers, pre-owned. And the vintage basket, the bamboo one the listing said vintage bamboo rattan cane magazine rack, 41 centimetres high, in good condition. Now, as we go on, you'll notice that I do put a lot of the measurements in the title. It's because it's ever so easy for someone to look at a picture and think something's massive when it's not.
Yeah.
So
and some people don't look at the descriptions.
No, so we try and put
as much
as we can, don't we? Try and put the measurements in.
Yeah.
So now we're moving on to brass. Right, we're back on track, hon. I need another swig. Another swig.
Yeah.
Go on then, my love.
Back to brass. In January, we sold 4 items in total. We sold... Where are we got?
It's that vintage brass coal box, hon. Do you remember we got that from the boot sale? You looked at me as if to say, we're not buying that big old thing, are we? That big old dirty thing. And I went, yeah, yeah, we are.
I've got a shit.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, no, we coal box. Yeah, we sold that for $55.99. Brass leaf-shaped trinket dish. We sold that for £11.24. Brass etched urn vases, 2 of them, £20. We got for that. And what was this?
This is the brass switch that we just talked about.
Oh, right.
Because it was brass, it fell into 2 categories.
Right, okay, then brass switch as well. So, yeah, I mean, the items will show.
Yeah, shall I read out then? Let's do it right now.
Yes.
So we have the vintage brass coal box, large, embossed on casters with pub scene, 60 centimetres long.
Yeah,
and this
so
is
that's
that big
the
old
title.
boy.
That one there,
we paid £10 for it, hon, at the boot sale. It was too big to go on a shelf and sat on the floor. It's proper annoyed you because it's been on the floor for weeks.
I've been moving it about. It's always in the way.
Yeah. So it was up for a lot more than that, but it went on sale and you were clapping your hands when it sold.
Yeah, I was
Until you had to package it up.
Then I wasn't clapping my hands.
No.
I was clenching my fists. And then when it was gone, I was clapping my hands again. Anyway, so the other item, are we popping up?
Yes.
The vases as well.
Yes, I think we are.
Yeah, so the vases, you know, they lovely. They were lovely etched, and they were quite quick. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, they're brass etched Indian urn style vases ×2, vintage, 20.5 centimetres high, dash good condition. And we bought these really recently, didn't we? And they sold really quickly.
Really quick.
We bought them at that charity shop, didn't we, on a Saturday morning?
Yep.
We saw them in the window. They were £4 and they sold for £20, which was that full price? No, because we would have put them at $22.99, wouldn't we?
Yeah, so we would have got $2.99 off, yeah.
But we were
so
pleased
I think that was an offer. Somebody, I
think they sold within a week. They were whoosh.
They were gone pretty quick.
So I just must remember, because I've read these out, those 2 in the wrong order. So I must remember that for when you do the photos. I've got to swap those 2 round.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
So it's me now then. Yeah. So now we are moving on to Plush. We do like to buy Plush, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So we've sold some Andrex puppies for $14.99. We've sold a Winnie the Pooh, 36 centimetres tall, for $12.59. We've sold a vintage Mulligan from 1993 for $9.74, and we've sold a Puss in Boots from 2017 for £17. So we're going to look at the Andrex puppies. The description or the title said Andrex Puppies Red Nose Day 2007 and Guide Dogs in Training Soft Plush pre-owned. Now we got $14.99, hon, which was a lot more than I thought when we picked these up. I think we got 50p each or 50p for the pair. Yeah. They're very cheap, but it just goes to show if you're getting ones that are specific to something. So this was Red Nose Day 2007, and the Guide Dogs. They can have a bit more value and be a bit rarer, so we'll be looking out for those again.
Yeah.
And then I've highlighted the Puss in Boots. Now the official title is DreamWorks Shrek's Adventure Puss in Boots 2017 42 centimetres high, good condition. Sometimes you run out of things to say. With Plush, we always try and get across the fact the height, because it makes a difference, and the condition. If you're buying Plush, you want to be confident that you're buying something that is good. And in the description on Plush, we normally say good, clean condition. Just add that clean word to give people a bit more confidence.
That's it.
So that's me done in the Plush category, hon. It's over to you in books.
Books, yes.
Have another swig.
Yes. In January we sold 5 sets of books. Excuse me, it's the coffee. Right, we sold Beast Quest, a set of 8 books, for £8.58. That's quite a cheap one.
Yep, went on sale.
Yeah, Warhammer books. There was 2 of them. Went for £9.50. QI books, so it's that series QI, I'm assuming. Books. A set of 3 went for £9.49.
I'm going to say that, Hunt, because it's Santa Montefiore.
Montefiore, right,
I helped you out there.
Santa Montefiore books. There was 7 in that set, and they went for £11.89. And who's that?
I think that's Barbara Erskine.
Right.
Erskine, something like that. I've just said the same thing twice.
That must have been a set of books.
That's a set of 4, yeah. I haven't put how many were there, or 3. Could have been 3 or 4.
A set of books went for £10.39. But you're going to read out the titles.
Yes, so the 2 we're highlighting here are the Santa Montefiore books, ×7 paperbacks, and I've just... Sometimes when you've said that, you've got lots of characters left, what do you do? So what I tend to do is just put in some of the names. So Deverell's, Lighthouse, Gracie, Distant Shores. So if someone, for example, is Googling that author, Distant Shores, then
that listing should, in theory, come up.
And then I go, oh, 7 books, what a good price.
Yeah.
Now, these we got from the charity shop, Hum. This is when you were like a donkey because they had 10p a book. If you bought 10 books, and we bought quite a few books that day. This author was the one, was Tara Palmer Tompkinson's, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Sister, who's in Winchester, and we shouted out Leanne Hill. It's that video.
Yeah, that video.
So the reason £11.89 doesn't sound a massive amount of money, but we only paid 10p, so 70p for that.
Yeah,
that's not bad, is it?
Not bad, yeah.
And books are really quick to list.
They are. Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
So then we're going to move on to the Warhammer. It was Warhammer Legends Collection books ×2, hardback, Xenos and the First Heretic. I don't know if I've got that right, but I've given it a go. Now, I think we only paid 50p each for these, something like that. They were dead cheap.
They were very cheap, yeah.
And they've sold for £9.50, so that's not too bad, is it?
It's not bad. It's, it's not amazing, but it's still a profit.
Because they said Warhammer, because we know Warhammer's quite popular, but you never know what you're picking up, whether it is popular. But
that's it.
It was still not bad, and it was quick, and they were clean and lovely. So we're now moving on to toys. And we've sold a few, let's have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 toys in the toy category in January. We've sold a vintage Playmobil 1974 figures with horses for £9.99. We've sold a Batman bundle of 3 for £11.19. We've sold some vintage Playmobil animals and fencing for £11.96. We've sold a vintage Cindy hairdryer for £15.29. We've sold a 2008 Fisher-Price Mattel Little People car transporter for $7.99. That was in our pick and pack with Paul video. We were pressing that, weren't we?
Yeah.
We've sold a vintage Lego bundle for $12.59 and a 2015 Bop It for $10.39. But the 2 we're highlighting are the Cindy Pink hairdryer vintage 1970s pedigree working order dash with tatty box. Now, we try and be really honest about the things in the title. The box was tatty. One of the things was ripped off, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of the flaps.
And what we used to do is I would normally have put vintage 1970s Cindy hairdryer and put the pink at the end. But when we watched a few recent videos, I think we watched One Retailer's one where he spoke about the 4 words. We've sort of changed where we put the word vintage. We've sort of put it further down now. So we looked at this particular thing when we were researching it, and there was 2 types of hairdryer colours. So we pretty much went for Cindy pink hairdryer and then put the word vintage in. So we have changed how we do it, but it sold within a few days.
That sold really quick.
It didn't sell for full price.
No, it was.
It sold quick, which we're always pleased with.
Yeah, and we did on that one. I put a video up because it took batteries and it was like a little mini working hairdryer.
Yes, and I think in the listing we were concerned about the noise.
Yes, that's another reason I put it was quite loud. So obviously it's quite old. So we did, I put a video up.
And that's the good thing with the videos, you can show that sort of thing. And we don't think there was anything wrong with it, but we just wanted to make sure someone didn't expect it to be like a modern day toy where it's all going to be lovely and quiet.
Yeah.
It was a loud thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So then we're going to move on to the Batman toys. Now we have put in here Batman toys dash set of 3, friction bike figure and extending wings, pre-owned. Now this is one of these cases where you go in the boot sale and you just pick up odd bits and pieces. Never know if they're worth anything, and then you end up having 3 of something of the same theme, and that's what we did. And we turned what would have been probably £1.50, that sort of thing, into £11.19. So not too bad because you just gather, don't you? When you go in the summer, you gather.
Yeah.
So that's me, enough of my waffling, Hum.
Right,
what are you on to?
What am I on to?
Electricals, that says, and I wrote it really quickly.
It's Marie doing that really quick again.
Keeping you on your toes, Hum, keeping on your toes.
Anyway. Right, so what we sold in January, we've Vivitar lens and is that sun lens?
Yes, I don't know whether that's classed as, probably not classed, it's probably more photographic, but it's manly and I put it in the same category.
The category should be manly.
It should be Paul's category, that's what it should be. The tap Paul likes to get.
Yeah, okay, that's nice, isn't it? So anyway, we had these 2 lenses, we got those from auction. Quite a long time ago. It took us a while to actually get round to listing them, but we sold them for $26.99.
Woo!
A vintage Kodak camera, again that probably would have come from auction. We sold for £9.59. FreeSat V7 receiver. We got that from a charity shop. Now that was
It was quite recent, wasn't it? Quite recent, I think.
I can't remember. Yeah, it's very recent. Yeah. It went really, really quickly. I'd listed it, and I think within a day it was gone.
Yeah.
And the guy has already left feedback. He was really happy with it. Anyway, that went for... It was only a little tiny one, but that went for $22.99. A camera, a Premiere camera. Now this was just a low quality starter style camera for a child or something like that. Went for $7.99, and an Olympus.
I think that's AFL-T.
Is that T?
I think that's a T.
Anyway, an Olympus camera went for $17.99. So the ones we're highlighting, do you want to...
Yes, it is the Vivitar Series 170-210mm 1-35 and Sun camera lens 28-80mm number 228481 That's very specific, isn't it? But I think sometimes when you've got serial numbers and things like that, that is what people are Googling. So you have to make sure you put all those in.
With a lens, they're after certain information, and it's trying to get that sort of information into the title, isn't it?
And this is from our backlog, so it's always a special moment, Hum, when something sells from our backlog, because it shows us that we've had that sat on our shelf, and that's what we are trying to get away from.
Yes.
So then we've got the Olympus AFL-T camera with black camera bag, working but not film tested. So we're very honest about these things, aren't we? We make sure that someone can't say, "Oh, I didn't know." We put it in the title.
In the title and in the description. Yeah, we can't film test them. We obviously put batteries in, make sure everything works, basically, apart from actually processing a film and making sure the picture quality is good, because we can't test that. Quite chuffed with that.
So now, Hum, we're going to move on to collectibles, which is a category I really enjoy because it covers anything normally vintage and things like that. So we sold 5 items in this collectibles category that we're going to highlight. We've sold a vintage Chinese dragon and dancer for £16. We've sold the Inspector Morse frame print for $10.39. We got that at a boot sale, didn't we, for £2?
We did, yeah.
We've got the Royal Crown Duke mug for $11.89. We've got a vintage wooden aeroplane pair of bookends for $14.99 and the Royal Dalton Rose figurine for $9.79. So the things we're going to highlight are the vintage Chinese dragon and dancer on base. Now I've got the computer here to show Paul, to refresh your memory. Do you remember getting that? I can't remember even getting that. Now, I wonder if it's one of these things. This is what we put. Vintage Chinese dragon dancer on base ornament, 22 centimetres high, pre-owned. Now, I wonder if it's something that my lovely parents may have given to us, because sometimes when they've got stuff that they no longer want, they sort of help us out by giving us bits and pieces. And it might be one of those things. So I've got no recollection of it at all.
Could it have been in an auction lot?
It could have been.
Yeah,
but yes.
I'm sure if they, when they watch this video, they'll probably say, that was us. Or, no, that was not us.
So if they did, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
But we sold it for £16, but neither of us can remember anything about it at all. So we're not sure whether we picked it up or not, but we've sold it, so that's not bad, is it?
That's good.
And then the last thing we're going to highlight is a It's the wooden bookends. So we have stated vintage wooden aeroplane bookends dash one propeller is missing dash pre-owned. So again, whenever we have anything that is an issue, we try and put it in the title so that there is no confusion. We don't want anyone returning something saying they didn't know, so we try and put as much in the title as we can.
Yeah.
And this just goes to highlight that you can have something that's damaged and it will still sell. We managed to sell those for $14.99.
Yeah.
They looked quite handmade, didn't they? You see them on the thing there.
Yes. Yeah. They did. They looked
quite handmade, but they were well made. You know, I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean they were crafted really nicely, weren't they?
Yeah.
But the propeller was missing, so whether someone's going to make that a little,
it might be somebody who likes to sort of do that sort of
they're
thing
going to make
as
their
a
own
hobby,
propeller.
and so and do them up. But yeah, no, pleased they went.
So that sort of rounds up some of the unusual and interesting things we've sort of sold that we've previously shown you in videos.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an eclectic mix. We are everything sellers, aren't we? Even though we've got a second store that is doing clothing and shoes at the minute.
Yeah,
our normal store is everything, and we do buy.
We pretty much buy and sell anything really.
If we see something and we think there's profit in it, we'll give it a go.
Yeah, that's
our motto in life. Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go.
May not always be the right thing to do, but we give it a go.
Yeah.
So that sort of rounds up our.
I mean, if you do like this style of video where we've done it in categories rather than
I try and make it different.
You know, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it's just sometimes you want to sort of change things up a little bit.
Don't just want to be reeling off. Look what we've sold.
Yeah.
Here's a picture. Look
Here's
what we've
the next
sold.
one. Here's the next one. So sometimes it's just trying to.
So yes, if you've got any feedback, let us know, because we make these videos for you. So you know, we just want to make sure that we always try and point out that we're not showing off. Look at what we've sold. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to show you what sort of things are selling on eBay and what sort of price you're getting. Because like with that vintage cold box, hun, we bought it for £10. I'm trying to think what we put it up for now, but it was a lot more than that. I think
it's going to be closer to the £80 mark. I would have thought around about that, $79.99.
But we got $55.99.
Yes, and £10 into 50, well, nearly £56 is really good.
And to be honest, we were just keen to get rid of it because it was big and bulky.
Yes, I was keen to get rid of it because it was big and bulky.
I keep moving it around the place. But that sort of highlights what's sold in January. We've got an exciting mini-series starting on Wednesday, which is all to do with auctions. If you've not bought from auctions before, then it's going to go into some detail. We've got a few, we've broken it down into a few videos, haven't we? Showing you like a little sort of tips and hints and guide, and also we're going to be at the auction, so you get to sort of see what we're looking at. So yeah, it's going to be very exciting.
Yes, we're not actually bidding live at the auction.
No, but we're looking.
But we're looking round, and you'll have a bit of footage there. But yeah, no, we hope you.
We're hoping you'll join us and get some idea of what sort of tap you see at an auction, because it is an eye opener when you see some of the boxes of stuff.
We've had some very, very good buys, haven't we, in the past from auctions? So it's you know. Bit of both.
Bit of both, yeah. So hopefully you'll join us for that. That starts on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's on Wednesday. And we're not sure what other days yet. We're going to release the others, but they won't be long after.
All sort of hinges on if we win anything, doesn't it, really?
Yes.
Depending on how many we get. So yeah, who knows? We don't know yet, do we? So as always, thanks ever so much for your support and taking the time to watch this video.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to watch our video, and if you liked our content,
please like and subscribe to our channel. Subscription is free. You just press the little red subscribe button and the bell icon if you want to be notified for our future videos.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Hi and welcome. We're Paul and Marie. No, that's not.
We are.
No,
we are, hun. What a great start.
I know.
Oh, should we try again then, my love?
Let's try again.
Try again. And where am I looking this way? Is it looking at the lens still?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Are you ready?
Just get myself into position. Subtle with the old kick under the top.
What, your leg wasn't there? I was looking for your leg. I was thinking, where the bloody hell is it?
Hold on, I've got to calm down now before we go again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Christ, you threw me out there. I was thinking, oh crap, we're doing this now.
I couldn't remember if you said you wanted me to do that or not. And when I started launching into it, I sort of thought, oh God, was I meant to be doing that? I couldn't remember what you'd said earlier because I didn't know if you were talking about a different video where you didn't. I think you were talking about a different video where you didn't want me to just stop and do the editing, so I got confused. Sorry, hon, I put you on the spot. But it went all right, though. You
went all right.
You were like a pro.
No, far from that.
What time is it now, then? Oh, it's cheese time.
Oops.
We could have a coffee as well, hun, to celebrate the ending of a video.
Yeah, let's do that.
Look at me, any excuse. No, it's like a little chat, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
A sales chat. Sales chit-chat. That's what we should call. Reseller chit-chat.
Ready?
I pulled my hair out then, hun. Ugh.
Silly, wasn't it?
Painful. Okay then, let's do it. I try not to wiggle on my chair too much because it
does sound like you're
squeaks.
farting.
So we just literally start.
I'll talk.
Yeah, okay.
All right, and then you can join in.
I'm not going to now. I'm not going to join in and see how long before we start kicking under the table. Say something. Okay, go on then.
You ready?
Ready. You know, reveal what's
Your
next
seat was
on the
creaking
channel, was
quite
it?
a lot. You were moving, and
Was
it was
I?
going. It sounded like you were farting.
Okay, we're ready then. Should we do it?
Yeah. Oh, then why is it creak?
It's probably my weight.
No, it's
The
not
chair's
that.
crying.
It's like a leather rub, isn't it? Sort of thing.
The chair's going, get off me. Get off, I can't cope.
Anyway.
Right.
Please like and subscribe to the channel.
Have that. It's free. Oh, why wouldn't they want to subscribe, huh? It's
Yeah.
good quality stuff.
I know.
And if you liked our content,
Please like. Sorry.
right, come on, take 3.
Yeah.
Ready? Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. And if you liked our content,
Please like and subscribe to our channel. Subscription is free. Just press the little red. Jesus. No. Oh.
you did so well, you got further. Oh, come on, we got this, hun. You got it.
Right.
Come on, smash it.
Smash it. Let's go.
Ready? It's not funny.
It's not funny.
Come on. There's so much to do. Ready? Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. And if you liked our content,
Please like and subscribe to our channel. Jesus.
subscription is free. Or fee.
Oh, don't. Right, come on.
Come on.
That's it.
For future videos.
I know. Well, it's because I changed the wording, and I didn't mean to change the wording.
It's like you surprised yourself.
I did because
Future videos.
I didn't mean to change the wording. Oh well.
Oh, did you want to do it again or are you happy with it? I think it's alright.
Yeah, all right.
Bit different in there.
Yeah.